SPL. Wait. Oh! SPL! Wait, what? You beat that?
Freddy beat super probably level.
Yeah.
Freddy just on Devin. Hello.
Mute your phone. Hello? You were not supposed to tell anyone. About what? Super probably level? I already did it without telling anyone. But you weren't allowed to tell anyone after you finished it. Says who? I'm the one who chooses to play specific levels in secret. It's my idea after all. That's not good enough. From now on, I want you to complete the next level in complete secret. Nobody should know. Well, what about the video? Can they know then? Fine, sure. But it must stay between us until you're finished. Understood. Alright. It is time to play some more random extreme demons to Shadow Drop. Next one will be Step to Hell. Oops. So, this might be a random surprise. After trying out Super Probably level, I was looking around for a little bit and pretty much I noticed that this level actually also has another hard ending. And I feel like my best approach now for levels that might be a rough experience or be really annoying to play and whatnot is I need to find levels that have really difficult endings so that if I want to attempt something ridiculously hard like maybe Zodiac or something that has a pretty hard ending that will be chokeable, I feel like my best bet is to play something that you can get far mostly often but have the level more ending carry so then there's some difficulty to the level where you have to get to the end to play more of the level. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I still think I should probably play more levels that have ending carried stuff, otherwise it's going to be another cycle of playing a very bad beginning that has no purpose of existing in the level in the first place, and I'm just constantly playing it without getting any progress. And I've done a lot of them, so might as well look around to see which ones could work out, and I feel like this would be a great choice. It does have some choke points and weird gameplay elements that don't make any sense. It's mostly skill from what this level has to offer. Is it good skill? I have no idea. Most likely not. There you go. Oh yeah, and the drop parts are also going to be really awkward. I'm hoping that like stuff in the drop will feel consistent even though there's like a lot of weird clicks that just don't make any sense whatsoever. For how old this level is, it's kind of a mystery on how it came to be in the first place. I don't think this is something that most people would choose to play if they wanted to find something that's hard but not impossible, or a specific type of skill that you want to work up towards. But I don't know, this could be pretty fun. Oh my god. This part's gonna be great. We got the base cave creator in here. This is basically what if Tartarus was not impossible and what it probably should have been. Oh yeah, that wave gap. So super probably level has already been aware of. Hopefully it turned out well. I feel like I didn't say much for super probably level. I mean, I probably did. It's so hard because it's one of those types of levels that if you don't tell anyone what you're doing, you can't just make highlights off of it unless something interesting does happen in it. I don't know, super probably level is just one of those experiences that it just got more normal as I progressed through it. Like for once, after such a long time, I actually had normal progression. Dude, that sequence of orbs and pretty much the ship part right before those orbs is just so awkward. Those timings can be buffers if it's correctly aligned. If it's not, then you're just gonna like not do it correctly, so I just chose to not buffer there anymore. But I still have to do it in a way where I have to click early, otherwise it won't work. I'm expecting that part to be the most annoying unless it does get consistent. Even if I pass it, it's not fully likely I get very far in the level. I mean, there are some parts that you can't just do easily. Like, it's not hard to get super far, but there are some weird clicks that you have to watch out for. So that's fun. But then the level starts picking its difficulty back up at like 70 or something. Interesting balancing, for sure. I'm not sure how this level worked in general because it does end abruptly. It doesn't end after the main clubstep song ends. There's some more clubstep. It'd be funny if this would be one of those levels that just randomly used a non and was secretly unknown for the fact that it was just not supposed to use clubstep. It's so weird that there are some old levels in this game that just have like songs that you expect it to be the normal one, but they're just not. And they take like years for people to figure out like, wait a minute, this level actually was not supposed to use whatever the song is for Newgrounds, and it was actually a non the entire time. It makes you wonder on what's real or not. I mean, I think this level uses clubstep. That would be a crazy pull if the song for this level was just not meant to be clubstep, but for some reason in the end it just came to be that way. How is that even real? I kind of forgot that there's a structure there of all places. Oh, what? I thought I jumped. That is a horrible fail. That UFO is not hard after you pass those clicks. But I got there really quick. That's interesting. This is one of the easier parts. That's why I said like, oh, you can get so much progress. Because I did all the weird stuff like before it, like first try. Like when you get here, it's not really difficult at all, so I don't know why I failed there, but oh well. That's honestly not that bad. I'll take 48.
This feels really dumb, but I want to become like one of the like extremely reliable opinion givers on the NLW one day, and they said that one of the things to take into account is that you don't have too many outliers.
Extremely reliable shit is a fucking fraud because the people that are taken as extremely reliable are extreme grinders that are way above the difficulty level of the levels they're playing, so they're not actually that reliable. The most reliable people are people that be like when it is in your top 25. I think you can give a very reliable opinion on difficulty when it's in that skill range.
Dude, I'm the most unreliable opinion out of all of them on Fingerdash V3 because I got lucky and I'm an outlier and I'm a fraud.
I don't think the reliability system is that good, to be honest.
That's why I just ignore them and not care as much.
You guys make a good point, I might just not care. But also I like having my opinions there, so I'll keep submitting them.
I think you should get over yourself.
Whoa, it's not because I'm too proud, it's just because I want the stats on my profile.
Yeah, get over yourself.
Oh.
Deal with the fact.
I don't get how people just like start levels by playing on a third position copy.
I saw that video of the guy like made like 50 unwritten rules of Geometry Dash that was half serious, half satire.
Oh, Tria.
He said like he died at like 98 in an extreme because he did a skip at 21 that caused him to die there.
Yeah, gardening mask. Bro, that video was insane. I cannot believe that one start position, one click caused him to fail at the last day because of the anti-skip. That was so sad.
I just think the Diamond Splash one is the craziest. How do you not do a single practice run of Limbo, bro?
In every start position copy I found, you have to do 4 jumps there rather than 5. You have to do in the actual level.
Yeah.
Does auto deafen work for anybody else right now?
Yeah, it's working for me. What keybinds do you have it set to?
My deafen key.
Good answer, good answer.
If I stream Eon, I'm going to do it in a VC because I'm not going to be very good at reading chat.
That's probably the best idea because, you know, I still can't make an Eon video for some reason, but I said that, like, having a conversation actually makes you feel more engaged with playing or something. I don't know, it's weird how Eon works to, like...
from 25 to 61 when I wasn't on a call.
That's impressive, actually.
I really don't know why they made the first UFO in this meeting is like just like an insane demon part.
The level starting as a UFO is kind of like maximum aura.
It is. I just wish it was harder. I know that's like not a thing most people complain about, but like it's so easy. It literally disengages me every attempt. I don't know how to put it.
I don't know if I've like said like I'm yet, but I think hard first clicks are kind of awesome.
Oh, so what you're basically saying is you're a virgin.
Yeah, that part sucks. That one click is literally the whole difficulty of that break part.
Oh my god, I took one more day to beat Bloodlust than my heart rate when I beat it.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
that's crazy.
I just noticed that. 188 to 187.
Do it when I'm harder.
I think.
Yeah.
Holy crap, what am I doing, dude? I don't understand this game half the time.
I started watching your Stygian video, King.
Oh, cool.
It is a long video, though.
It is
I'm
a
gonna
long.
watch it.
I really don't know how I got that long.
You were
You
just
just
too
love-
interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah, clearly.
And I like cut all the nothing burgers.
I think that's the reason why all my videos are so long now, because I started including the nothing burgers that I say.
It's so
Yeah.
difficult. I mean, I feel like the more you do it, the more you think like, okay, this is nothing. We don't need this.
I always want to accurately represent my experience, which is really difficult to do without including the bits of me talking about how the experience is going.
See,
So
I just
like,
wish like if I had perfect English, then maybe I would be able
like-
to keep those in.
That's what I learned when editing myself, is that, like, half the time I don't even really fully finish my thoughts. I just
Yeah.
start saying an idea, and then I finish it whenever I feel like it's
I
been
know,
conveyed
it's so
enough.
dumb. I mean, and plus I have the idea like before I start recording, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say this exactly in the
Yes.
recording, and then I
Yeah.
don't even say
Yeah.
it properly.
There's so many times before a stream where I'll think, okay, here's what I want to say about how it's going, or like how my last couple of days have been, and then there are like 3 or 4 things I want to say, and then I remember precisely one of them, and I just forget the others as soon as I hit start stream.
I hate that so much.
I keep forgetting you beat Nicola.
I don't know, I beat it for A in my reverse alphabet. I'm kinda stuck at D right now. I was gonna do spatial rend, but I
Do the
don't
lightning
want to
rod.
do spatial rend. Yep, awesome, thank you.
You're
Welcome.
I don't like that I did B times 20 for B, but I was escaping from Golden Club, so
You should have escaped from Golden Club with Silent Club.
yeah, good, thanks. You guys are really helpful.
Yeah, I'm the funniest person in the world, don't you know?
I sound like such
Oh,
a
no,
YouTuber.
Can I stop down to the freeze clicks on the f***ing planet?
Oh, no, it didn't
I-
work
I-
out.
How am I alive?
I
you
always
almost-
suspect that you're just about to say that it's over, I lost, GG. I get scared every time you react. Please tell me that's a...
Don't say
The end?
that. Why would you say that?
Well, it's over, I lost GG.
No.
When I do die, I should just like, I don't know, I should trick Freddy somehow.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, I always forget about this part. I always forget about this part.
You know, that did scare me a little bit.
I don't even drink tea. Like, I don't really. I'm not a fan.
I drink
It's in
so
my
much tea.
genes.
The reason I drink tea is because I
It's because you.
Oh no. Cool of left?
No, maybe the internet
Kinda
died.
gone.
Rest in peace, collab. Forbidden by T.
Yeah.
Oh my
We'll
God.
never know the answer.
Hey, so what was
I'm
going
back.
on?
Sorry, I could hear you
Not
guys.
sorry.
Oh, so you were talking. I was
That
like,
totally happened to me.
you cut off the T, cut you off. Like,
Yeah, I can't because of, and then you guys were like, they're gone. So,
are you serious? I don't know. I don't understand why, like, the hardest part has to be that area specifically. It is just so unbelievably bad because it's just goes through a portal through the middle of a straight fly that you don't know how to do because you don't know how to do it. Like, I can't even get an actual, like, ended attempt because that part just doesn't fucking work half the time.
the saw. The saw.
Oh my god, that actually sounded like old doggy saying the sub,
Yeah.
the sub.
That was what I was going for.
Doggy challenge. Get the doggy
Doggy-
wood.
Thank you for the doggy challenge. You get the doggy award.
Okay,
You get the doggy wood. What are you up to, Trades?
Studying.
Wow.
fun.
Do you have an impossible question that asks?
Yeah. This was on my homework.
Oh, I did see that.
Math homework. Yeah. This shit is so up.
That's so stupid.
Genuinely
got
the worst
about-
scribble question I've ever seen in my life.
I got about halfway into writing it, and I decided I'm gonna wait until I'm too tired to care anymore.
Honestly, if I got a question like that, I would literally just respond that this is not a math question, I'm not answering this.
Oh my god, I don't want to start an argument with anybody. I'm not that confrontational.
That suggestion reminds me of the time where like we were in an assembly and like a bunch of people were being really disrespectful, and then the entire section of the room got punished. And I was in that section of the room, despite and in fact I did nothing. I got punished. We all had to sit in a room and write an apology letter to the people who were talking. And I wrote in my letter like, sorry, but like I didn't do anything disrespectful. So like sorry about them, but like. I take the responsibility, and then they obviously never read it because I never got in trouble for it.
I would have been so pissed if I were you in that situation. Oh
I was mad. I was really angry. But the thing is, I knew not to speak up because because like someone else did speak up, and they were like, I don't care, like shut up, you idiot. And I just sort of sat there and I just wrote my thing and I left.
That's the type of shit that would make you like mutter insults under your breath while walking out of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. You are so f***ing ass. So upsetting because I don't even get there that often, so I don't even know if I'm even going to have a chance of even getting far or being in the level or even getting a good ending attempt. Like, I'm so fucking done with being the worst player. I actually just...
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what I did, and you guys are gonna call me mentally ill. Are you ready? We don't have salsa, and the taco meat is unseasoned, so I just put barbecue sauce on it.
You put barbecue sauce on salsa?
No, there's no salsa.
No, you don't have
No salsa. It's just meat.
I don't think that's
barbecue
like
sauce.
I may be slightly biased because I hate barbecue sauce, but that sounds absolutely horrendous.
A sweet taco.
It's like the meat is just meat. It's nothing else. There's no like taco seasoning.
I'm not gonna lie, the other day the pantry was so dry that I had pretzels and Chick-fil-A sauce.
Wait,
No,
what? So
I want you to a clip.
okay.
I got knowledge. I got all the knowledge you need. Ask me any question, I'll answer it.
Okay, Delirious. What is the capital of North Dakota?
North Carolina.
Close enough. We'll give it to him. Okay.
Was that even the right answer?
They gave it to her. Is it the right answer? I don't know. What is the capital of North Dakota? North Carolina. That's how it literally was. It literally said that. North Carolina.
So at this point, the experience was becoming a huge drag. I didn't show much, but before I got 80 and 81, there were so many garbage fails that it prevented me to keep progressing into the level and to actually get an attempt at the hard stuff in the level. So just to show you what I've been going through, here is 30% of all the fails I kept getting while playing the level.
Tired.
What do you mean?
Football noises.
Football!
So bad.
Also, we should rate everyone. Like someone.
Oh, come on. Fuck you. Yeah, I knew it. I'm done. No. Okay, my finger literally did not want to move for some reason. I don't know why. Not even my fault. Pretty bullshit if you ask me. I clutched a lot of shit and I apparently couldn't play the game, so I got a bullshit death for no fucking reason. 3 times at 81, and I can't even do a normal hold for like half a second. Like, dude, I'm more shocked if anything. But that doesn't help at all. Yeah, now you can see why it was getting frustrating. Anyways, a stupid conversation was happening, and somehow in the middle of that run, I did actually get my very first edit attempt, and it somehow became a miracle. So, with that said, here's the completion. Yes! Finally! Fuck off, man! Oh my god, that took so fucking long. Oh my fucking god. Thank you. Step to Hell is finally finished. Wow, what a level. Before I go find this mysterious voice that forced me to not tell anyone about this level, I don't know how I feel about this level. I do think Step to Hell does have some interesting gameplay ideas, but of course they're really not well executed. Let me go over some of the parts from beginning to end. I'm probably going to split them into sections since most of them are like really easy. The pre-drop is the most nothing part ever. You can literally get to the drop every single attempt. The first ship is the only difficult part in the pre-drop since there are like these tiny fuzzy black spikes that stick out like structures and get in your way for some reason. I don't know why it's made like that, but you just do it so many times that you're just gonna get used to it and you're gonna get to the drop almost every single attempt, which is pretty much where the actual part of the level starts. But it did get very boring. I wasn't enjoying the pre-drop as much. The drop is pretty much where the first flaws come into play. Let's just say that any ship part in this level is going to feel impossible for no reason. Right when the drop starts, we have this portal transition right here, and for some reason, I don't know if it's the physics or whatnot, but this transition sucks. You have to go through this gap while flipping your gravity to hold all the way into the Q portal, which, how on earth are you supposed to do this consistently? Oh wait, you don't. A lot of the parts in the drop do have some really hard clicks and lots of weird movements, but they do get consistent most of the time. I think one of the problems that became a struggle until I had to find a different strategy like a week later, which was just great. This pink orb is the setup for the last couple clicks in the first part of the drop. If you get a different transition out of this pink orb, because you can get different transitions when you enter the ship portal, then you pretty much have to sight read the next couple clicks for whatever ship transition you get. That's pretty dumb. The stupidest part is that the pink orb itself is just really bad because you have to click as humanly late as possible, and most of the time you're just not gonna get a consistent setup out of it. So something that I try to do, instead of buffering these two orbs because that's the normal way to do it, I decided to not buffer them, but to click them as early as possible, which is technically buffering anyways. But if I do click them a bit early, then I do have more room to actually click late for the pink orb, and whatever setup I have to pretty much sight read, then I just have to do that, and then usually I'll just pass the part like normal. But yeah, just trying to sight read these clicks until you get to the next part is just so stupid. And what makes it even worse is that there is another transition right after the first part of the drop. Welcome to the creator of Base Cave. These 3 orbs before the end of the first part is, once again, another setup for this ship transition right here. Because if you see in this part, there are just these random spike structures that jut out for no reason. Very useless personally, but thankfully, even though that these spike structures are like everywhere in this part, the only annoying one is, well, the ship transition that I'm about to mention. You have to go through this gap so you can maneuver correctly to the strafe fly, and if you don't get a good transition, then good luck trying to get in through that structure. Your best solution is to try to get as high as you can into the ship portal, so then you can do the gap in 1 click, and then your second click can just have enough movement to enter the strafe fly corridor. But it's still a stupid part to deal with, and especially when those spike structures that just are in your way for no reason. The other ones that exist are fine because they are just normal time-ins, and it's no big deal, and they get very consistent after all. That's the only hard thing in this part, by the way, is this stupid ship part, and maybe this giant 4-spike jump. But yeah, there's really nothing else to say about this part. It's just really skill-based gameplay. Next up is the ball part, and once again, this is another part that took me so long to realize, but this part is what I like to call the buffer part, because I'm not joking, every click in this part, besides like some normal time-ins, are buffers. Every orb is a buffer. Every click into the part is a buffer. It took me over a week to realize that every click in this ball part is a buffer. If you buffer them every single time, you will get through it. But I guess it probably goes to show that buffer clicks aren't actually good most of the time. You can let go too early so your input doesn't register one of the orbs, or the game thinks that you'll miss input and you'll just miss an orb anyways. This part is honestly not that good, even if I realize that all the clicks are just buffers. And then we're at Voodoo's part, which is pretty much the first big choke point in the whole entire level. You have to pretty much find a click pattern that you're comfortable with for this ship part, since it's not really strafe fly. It's literally the weirdest ship maneuver that I've pretty much played in a ship part. But that's not the only problem with it. Sure, there are invisible portals, and there are portals and spikes that is really badly made, but you have to go through this gap. And if you don't try to go through the gap, then you're just going to run into this spike wall over here, or you'll just hit the bottom of this spike in the structure. I don't even want to know how many times I failed this part, but it's quite a lot. This ship part is just terrible, and I wasn't a fan of it. But at least I knew it was a choke point compared to the next part, which is failure. This part really isn't that bad. You might look at this green armor and think, oh my god, how on earth are you supposed to do this time-in into this strafe fly? But the main idea is that you just have to click as early as possible, and most of the time you will just have a specific click that you need to do that it always works every single time. Anyways, now we're pretty much at the point where you can get to 70%, because everything from here until we get to that point is very easy. But here are some stupid clicks that can get in your way when you're trying to play. we have this ship gap right here. All you have to do is a weird triple click to go through it somehow. Make sure you time everything specifically, otherwise you're done for. You're supposed to hit this green orb here, but I decided to skip it at the end because I don't like the upside down part of this ship. And it's also consistent to do it right side up. Huh, what a nice club step monster. It sucks that all these invisible spikes are poorly made. There's a lot of ways that you can go through this ship portal, but if you do this wave click as early as possible, then most of the time you'll have a consistent setup every time you do a double click for this wave spam. This slow ship part is honestly not too bad. You just have to be as low as possible for this saw gap. For some reason that just makes it consistent. You also have this straight flight structure, which is really awkward, and then you just have to go through these invisible teleport portals. I don't know why the gameplay's made like that, but it's fine, so whatever. What's not fine though is the worst part of this whole level. Now the difficulty starts to kick in. This ship part is so bad. It may look very skill based, but for some reason, it is just the most awkward click pattern that I've ever played for a skill-based ship part. There's a lot of portals in really awkward spots, mainly the star of the show, this big green portal. And where is it? Oh, it's in a one gap straight fly. So what do you have to do? You have to do the straight fly perfectly so then you can go through the portal. Oh, but you gotta remember one thing. You're in mini ship, and mini ships actually go up and down much faster than when you're a big ship. So you also have to pretty much adjust to the big ship physics right after this mini ship. This transition is not consistent, by the way. The fact that you put it in the last quarter of the level, that's just messed up. This wave part over here, I don't know how I didn't fail there once from 0. But I think the only reason why is because over time when I tried doing it, the first one was completely random. I can't believe I got it first try. But after I got there more, I actually tried to take it more seriously. Because most of the time when I'm practicing the part, it was just impossible and I was like very slow. But when I get there from 0, I'm like actually locked in and I try so hard to not fail at this part, no matter how hard or easy it can be to fail there. Thank goodness for that, because this wave part does suck. Especially this wave spam thing right over here. I hate this kind of gameplay. It is so inconsistent and garbage. Then we have this Q part. You just have to click late as possible. It's really not difficult. I can't believe I failed at 80%. I think this 5 spike jump is much harder than these late time-ins, but okay. And then we have the star of the show, this what the hell ship part. It's the most awkward setup ever, since you have to hold until you reach the blue portal, and most of the time it's just gonna feel completely random whenever you go through it, because it depends on these 2 orbs right here and how it enters the ship. If you enter from the bottom, then the ship will hold it much faster. If you enter it from the top, then you have to hold for much longer, and it's completely random how you do it. I do not like this click at all. Failing there 3 times just made it really rough, even if it's the most expected thing ever. And it's the same thing with 82. I have no idea why I couldn't hold for that, since that one's actually the easy part of this ship in general. And then for this part, it's really consistent, funny enough. You just gotta make sure you enter the robot portal correctly, so then you get a good transition. Most of these clicks you just have to do as early as possible. And for the micro jumps, once you see yourself laying on the ground, you just have to click right away, and it's very consistent. And funny enough, I actually didn't click right away when I landed on the ground. I actually got a more perfect micro jump when I got there. It was definitely the shock of passing the part, but really it was just not that bad. I've done this part so many times, I knew I wasn't going to fail there. It's the same thing with this pink orb jump. There is no room at all. This jump is actually ridiculous, and it is kind of a surprise that I fluked it, but not really, because you just have to click super late as possible. I guess that's just the only way that I can describe it. If you click really, really late, then you're just going to pass this part with ease. And then we reach the ending, which I can't believe that I did first try, but honestly it is expected since this part is quite consistent. The first part of the ending is click pattern based. You just have to make sure you enter most of the portals correctly. There are some weird invisible teleport portals which are definitely poorly made. Again, they don't make the transition any better. I mean, maybe this wave to ship transition with the teleport portal did make it better. But if you just find a good consistent click pattern, then you will just pass this part every time. It's really not that bad. It is chokeable, but as long as you make sure you do it correctly, then you can do it with ease. And then we have this weird TMN bloodlust ending thing for some reason. I have no idea why it's like that. But once again, it is pure skill and kind of muscle memory if you know where all the spikes are and how you have to maneuver in each part. Because if you don't do the correct maneuvers, then yeah, you're not making it through this one, pal. I think the hardest part in this section is the ship, since you do have to do some weird movements to get through these random floating spikes and saws that are just in this part. And of course, however you enter this ball portal, since that's the ultimate decider if you are going to beat the level or not. Since this paint orb down here, it might not be consistent. It probably isn't that consistent if you don't enter the ball portal correctly, but these clicks are once again buffers. These 3 clicks are all buffers. You don't want to go too early, because if you do, then you're done for. And obviously if you go too late, then the ball is just going to hit the spike when you turn bait, because that's just how it works. The last wave, it may look scary, but there's a consistent click pattern that's way better, and it doesn't require 4 clicks, because apparently you can do it in 4 clicks, which is a weird choice. The first click, do it as late as possible so you can go through both of these gaps. It just saves an extra click, and then you just have to do another wave gap time in after you release, and you do have this portal click. But thankfully you don't have to do it right away, since most of the time you're going to enter it too early, so you just have to click once you enter the yellow portal, and since the wave is going really fast, you're pretty much going to enter the gap properly and you're done. And that's how the level ends, abruptly, because the Klepsov song just still plays, and it doesn't sound like it's supposed to end this way, but it does. I don't know, what a weird level. But yeah, that's pretty much Step to Hell. There's so many flaws. It definitely made me not enjoy it as much as I wanted to. It's not bad of a level. I do think it's decently made for some of the parts, but most of them, they could have been a lot better. 100%. Especially for a balancing choice, since there's just so many choke points, and then the main difficulty comes from the last quarter. I don't mind if the ending was hard, since that's actually consistent gameplay, but the 70 ship and the 70 wave, that was the most inconsistent gameplay I have ever dealt with, and that's stupid to have in the 70s. But overall, pretty fine level. It's not middle of the road. I do think it's okay. It's just really hard for me to really like it, since the experience definitely shows how rough it can be, but it's still an okay level. I would recommend it if you want to get better at, I guess, garbage gameplay, and I guess levels that have harder, like, second half stuff, since that's another carry away. The middle's like so easy, the beginning's kind of hard, and then the ending is really hard. That's pretty much the only time I would recommend it. Anyways, I need to go find this mysterious voice, so I'll be right back. Hello? Mysterious voice? Oh, you're back? Yes? I did the deal. Everything is complete. I didn't expect you to do it. I didn't spend those weeks for nothing. Well, you must keep it this way. What? What are you even talking about? Keeping everything a secret. This isn't your idea. It's... Hang on. I can see you. Huh? Oh, you're so done. No, come on. It doesn't have to be like this. I spent long enough on your challenge. It's my turn. Hope you like yellow. Isn't this the level you revealed once you beat it? Yep. It's so bright. Well, I think this place suits you. Have fun living here. I hope you get unlucky with Base Cave, you putrid letter! Oh my. Thanks for letting me know so I can avoid it. Goodbye. No! Why did I mention it? Wait, I meant to have fun! No, wait. Good times. No! Never play Base Cave. And also, never listen to these weird demons. They know nothing. Take care!